Hi. Oh, wow. Hasn't this election been a real roller coaster? Honestly, I have never felt as invigorated as I do now about the contest of ideas that is campaign politics. Currently, every nerve cell in my body is fizzing with anticipation. Who's going to resign next? Who will apologise next? Who will threaten to sue who next? Who will check if Shane Jones still has a pulse? The blue chip top of the bill events during this time are the filmed leaders' debates, kicked off by TVNZ's Vote 17 debate, which I initially thought was a slightly intense Cadbury commercial. Oh man, seriously, chocolate FOMO right now! Oh Jesus Christ! Oh nah, he was fine, wasn't he really? In reality, the person who seemed to take the pip the most with old tired eyes was none other than Bill English.
No, that's not right. You've had 9 years to clean them up. Wages have gone nowhere.
Actually, that's pretty relatable. I mean, that's kind of the face everybody makes when they watch My Costume. Why is he dressed like he's in a shitty Beetlejuice prequel? Anyway, a week later, what marks out the TVNZ debate is just how at pains everyone was to appear reasonable. Just compare the Jacinda and Bill then.
Actually, on most measures, certainly international experts would give New Zealand's economy the tick.
With the Jacinda and Bill now.
Bill, you lifted tax 18 times. 18 times. 18 times. You are making things up.
Now, as I see it, the growing intensity is driven by two things. Firstly, the polls are showing a swing to Labour as we near election day. So National, presumably already somewhat unnerved by Corbyn's rise in the UK, gets more anxious about Jacinda's aspirational push-through with voters. And the Labour Party is revved up like some kind of centre-left Popeye who's caught a whiff of the spinach of victory. In effect, they're winding each other up, goaded by us, the media, into tit-for-tat pledges.
Is that your target? You make that a target, you've got a target.
He has set a target for himself.
Well, what's your target then?
The second thing responsible for the ballooning verbal biffo is Patrick fucking Gower.
19 days to go. Quick fire, that's quick fire. Quick fire. Don't say both, it's quick fire.
Trying to keep your cool in the same room as Gower is kind of like trying to avoid heat stroke by flying directly into the sun.
Finance Minister, ex-Finance Minister doesn't trust that.
We're doing
Wait.
Just to try and keep up with the tide of homelessness, will you have to buy them all motels?
We've set up.
That brings us to the stuffed press debate held in Christchurch. A Coleman Brunton poll dropped minutes before the debate added some extra excitement. So much so even the cameraman was panting.
Good evening and welcome to the Stuff Leaders Debate here in beautiful Otatahi, Christchurch.
And this was the most combative leaders debate so far, which is apt considering the region probably doesn't have much to thank politicians for.
It's been 9 years. It's been 9 years.
Start again.
It's been 9 years
Is
of
that
misleading
correct?
voters.
Is
no,
that correct?
it is not correct. It is not correct.
It is correct.
No.
Bill, who talked mainly in specifics, at times looked a bit lost in a sometimes hostile crowd.
Even
Simon Bridges.
While Jacinda ramped up the inspirational vibe talk even more.
This is our moment. This is our moment in time to change the history for New Zealand.
People have been asking party leaders about coalition partners and Winston Peters for, I don't know, how long is it now, like the last 23 billion years? And the answers are always the same.
we're leaving that conversation for after the election.
We'll just have to wait and see after the election.
I mean, the thing is, no one is going to answer them before an election. I mean, nobody. It's like going into a job interview and asking the interviewer, oh, was there anybody else, vying for the job? And they go, well, actually, we filled the job already internally, but, we're just going to create this, the sense, the perception of that we're doing a search. You're going to find the best person possible. We don't tell you because we don't want to be cut.
Okay, well, first thing to say here, this was very late at night when I was doing this, and obviously, as you can see, I've got on a bit of a tear here. I just sort of throw this in rather than cut it out to show you kind of the stresses of being a online digital content creator. So really, I just want to say to all the online digital creator whānau that, hey, I'm here for you guys as well, and I hope you're here for me.
Anyway, the last leaders debate is on TVNZ on the 20th of September. And what we've learnt so far is that National is characterising Labour's policy platform as vague, but on the other hand, talking their own up as a stable set of hands.
The choice is simple. Keep New Zealand moving forward, or risk it all on who knows what.
Meanwhile, Labour is running the line that National is tired and out of ideas and that they lack vision.
We can do better because it's time for better.
Which of course is what they've been saying about each other for the last 20 years at least.
The choice is simple. Stay on course to prosperity, or risk it all on who knows what direction. Keep the team that's working. National, working for New Zealand.
And so we've been on little shit nuggets against the toilet flush, fallen ceaselessly against the back of the pube-encrusted toilet bowl.
You've tried your ideas, they haven't worked. I have a positive vision for all children being lifted up in New Zealand.
Like and subscribe.